Good morning, everybody. This is Nancy with Ashes Treasure Homesteading and Gardening, and I've been asked to collab on a series of 9 things that you don't regret buying, and the other video will be the 9 things or things that you do regret buying. But the first one is I don't regret buying. So to start off, I'll have the first thing I don't regret buying is my sewing machine. I haven't used it a lot. I'm still kind of a nervous sewer, but I don't regret buying it because I will get there to sewing clothes. Eventually, I do sew pillows and blankets and other little things, but I will get there. Next thing I don't regret buying is arts and crafts. We do a lot of stuff like that. Always have. Ever since I was a teenager, my mom made wreaths and Christmas wreaths, and it's just a good thing to pass along. My son and daughter-in-law, they still do crafts. We get the little one involved, and we have a blast. So I don't regret buying that. Um, the third thing is books. I don't regret buying books because they're just fun. Whether it's cookbooks or mystery books, fun books, educational books, we love books. The fourth thing is our kitchen appliances. Uh, I've had so many over the years, give them away, sold them, and the kids, they just love having all kinds of different things now. So our kitchen appliances, they don't regret buying them. I don't regret them getting them. The next thing is cake decorating. Excuse me. I used to decorate cakes a long time ago. Excuse me again. I don't do it now as often as I like because, carpal tunnel and fibromyalgia are not friends to your hands. But the kids love doing it. We have a few cake pans. About 30 years ago, I had like 20, 25 different cake pans, 50 different cake decorating tips. And I just used to do it since I was like 15, 16 years old. And I never took a cake decorating class in my life. I just looked at it and just did it. And my mom thought that was the best thing ever. She goes, "You really need to go into business doing this." And that's not what I wanted to do. My lifetime goal was always to be a cop, firefighter, or EMT, and not a cake decorator. But I did do it at one time as a business and made some money for Christmas. So that is one thing I don't regret buying. Another thing I don't regret buying was my computer. Uh, Back in 2003, that was like the very big purchase of tax season, and it really came in handy with homeschooling my kids. The next thing I don't regret buying is vitamins. For me, we take a lot of vitamins, well, not a lot of vitamins, but we take vitamins because who really eats healthy? Um, Besides people who farm, I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it. If you have your own garden, you really do eat healthy. But there's just, if you're on a budget, there's just some things that you just cannot buy organically because it's just too expensive. So since a lot of food loses their vitamin potency, we take extra vitamins because I need it. My D3 is, and the doctors told me that over the years, so I take an extra D3. I take a flaxseed capsule, and that helps a lot with my joints and muscles and everything, so that works really well. Um, the health stuff that I get, the stuff to make my own shampoo, lotions, my face wash and everything, I do not regret making it all natural. I just don't like using stuff that has the chemicals in it anymore. It didn't work in the first place, so why use it? I make all the stuff all natural now. All right, the next thing I don't regret doing or buying was coupons was because you had to buy the papers in order to get the coupons, and there were some websites that you could buy the coupons through. I think they're still up, and then you used to be able to buy them on eBay back in 2010 to 2013. So that I don't regret buying, because without coupons, my I was hard at that time, and we really struggled, and the coupons came in really handy, and was able to feed my family because of that. And then the last thing I don't regret buying, this is number 9, is buying extra at the grocery store for stockpiling. And my point is with the stockpiling is, look at what's going on. We have a hurricane that's on the East Coast. And yes, people prepped, but how many of those were actually people who had a stockpile and prepped way before a hurricane came? And then now they're scrambling. Because when that hurricane comes, there's no power, there's no access to anything. You can't get to a grocery store to buy food. So how many days supply do they have? Whereas if you stockpile little by little, every time you go to the grocery store, whether it's a hurricane, whether it's a tornado, whether it's a snowstorm, or the power just goes out because the grid is overloaded or something or another, or there's a car accident that knocks the power out for 24 hours or something. You know, you got to be prepared. I grew up that way. My parents grew up that way. My grandparents grew up that way. So that was always, excuse me, ingrained to us as we were growing up. Always be prepared, because you never know what could happen. Because um, my mom's parents went through the Great Depression, and if they had not had a garden, they said they didn't know how they were going to eat. So they gardened and canned every year. Oh my goodness. So you think my grandmother was born in 1902, and she canned, oh my goodness, till I was 13 years old. So let's see here. Let me see if I can do this calculation real quick in my head and estimate. She was born in 1902, and so say like since the 1920s till 1983, 84. That's a long time. But she did it. She would come over and help my mom, and they would can and freeze everything from the garden that we didn't eat so we could have it all winter long. Because that's just what we did. And like I said, I miss having that garden. And next year, I'm going to have another one. So I just realized I'm going to get off the subject, and I'm not trying to get off the subject. But those are the 9 things I do not regret buying. Um, I'm quite sure there's a lot more I could have listed, or other things, and I'm just like, nah, I think that's good enough. So if y'all have any other questions um, about why I regret not buying, just leave them in the comments below. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to our channel. And thank you for watching. And thank you to all my subscribers. I'm at 162, 163. So, yay, I'm getting there. Um, but yes, thank you for watching our channel. Please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, ring that bell for notifications, and leave a comment below. And y'all have a wonderful day.